Good morning. My name is Cheryl Graham Peters, a reporter from General News Station, and I'm reporting to you live with breaking news and new findings on a well-known world religion called Buddhism. Gautama Buddha, also known as Siddhartha Gautama and Shakyamuni Buddha, or simply the Buddha, with generations of followers, was born in Kapilavastu, Nepal. Buddhism is often described as a non-theistic religion because Buddhism is not a religion of God. It's a religion of wisdom, enlightenment, and compassion. The founder of Buddhism, Shakyamuni Buddha, was a human being who attained full enlightenment through meditation and showed us the path of spiritual awakening and freedom. In his first sermon, the Buddha set forth the Four Noble Truths, which was the foundation for all his later teachings, and they are: life inevitably involves suffering, dissatisfaction, and distress. Suffering is caused by craving, rooted in ignorance. Suffering will cease when craving ceases, and there's ways to realize this state, and that's through the Noble Eightfold Path. In the Four Noble Truths, the Buddha diagnosed the human condition and proposed a cure one step at a time and end the origin of dukkha. In dukkha, this unique doctrine states there is no immortal self. A human being is impermanent, composite of interdependent physical, emotional, and cognitive components. The Noble Eightfold Path to liberation offers ways to purify the mind of afflictive emotions and avoid unwholesome actions. By following this path, we can live a happy life and also create the causes for a favorable rebirth, and ultimately the path leads to freedom from the cycle of death and rebirth and the peace of nirvana. There are 8 aspects of this path. The first is comprehending reality correctly. This means seeing through illusions such as the idea that wealth and possession can bring happiness. The second aspect of the Noble Eightfold Path is the right thought or motivation, with the teaching helping us uncover any afflictive emotions that affect our thinking or tendencies to hide our imperfections. The third aspect is right speech, to relinquish the propensity to lie, gossip, speak harshly, or engage in divisive speech, and instead to use communication in the service of truth and harmony. The fourth is right action, to avoid destroying life, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and intoxicants. The fifth is right livelihood, choosing a profession that does no harm to others, or disrupt any social harmony. The sixth is right effort, striving continually to eliminate impurities of the mind, diligently cultivating wholesome actions of body, speech, and mind. And the seventh aspect is right mindfulness. It's a distinctive feature of the Buddhist path. The way to liberation requires discipline and the cultivation of awareness, moment to moment. The eighth aspect is right meditation, and that applies to mental discipline to quiet the mind and develop single-pointed concentration. Then you have the wheel of birth and death, which primarily operates because of 3 root afflictions: attachment, aversion, and delusion. Then there's nirvana. The Buddha said little about nirvana. That's the goal of Buddhist practice, but described it as a desirable state of mind. The only way to end the cycle of suffering is to end all craving and lead a life free of attachment that has no karmic consequences. Karma is something I firmly believe in, and I agree with that last statement because that is something I've been practicing for a number of years. And with the Buddha, it was said that he died from poisonous mushrooms or spoiled pork, and his final resting place was Kushinagar, India. His spouse was Yasodhara. He had a child. His son was Rahula. His parents was King Siddhartha, and his mom was Mahapajapati Gautami, and he had a brother Nanda and a sister Sandati. This is Cheryl reporting on the Buddhist religion practices live with breaking news at General News. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.